What it do? What it do, y'all? I got another. I got a story for y'all, man. I was just sitting here thinking, just left the gym, had my breakfast. And I was just thinking. So I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch the tempo a little bit. Damn, them things spinning, man. Look at God. But anyway, now let me get back to the video. But now check this out. So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, right? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tell a Fruit Phoenix story, stuff that happened out here, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been through some things out here though, man. And had to put some hands and feet on the fruit people and got into a lot of craziness out here too. But yeah, so I'm gonna tell this story right here. Like I'm gonna switch it up a little bit to some Phoenix stuff that happened. Then I'm gonna go back to the locked up when I got apprehended. I'm gonna take y'all through that whole journey from the time I got from the CCA to North Carolina to during the time to back to Arizona. I'm gonna share that whole experience with y'all. But right now, I'm gonna jump off topic and just jump to a Phoenix story real quick because this was just crazy, bro. And I'm gonna just tell y'all about this time when my neighbor broke in my house, bro. And this is like I'm gonna just say allegedly. Everything is alleged. This whole story is allegedly, because it's gonna get some stuff gonna get in there, and allegedly, I gotta say that all this stuff is alleged. Anyway, so this when I was like doing my thing out here, had a lot going on, man, on the street, super heavy. When I first came back out here, and like a year in, I just started going in on everything, man, just selling everything. So, I was like doing my thing, like I said, and I was at work one day, and I get a phone call, and it's the maintenance man from my apartments, and he's like, hey, your apartment got broken into today, and da 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 da. So I'm not really thinking much of it. He's like, he said somebody broke in, and whoever broke in it, they uh they cut themselves because it was blood like on my windowsill. I had like a the crate is the way the window sits, kind of like this one behind me a little bit, but it was like brick. This is like sheetrock, I think. It was kind of like this same windowsill, and it was like blood where the blinds at. It was like blood like on that part right there, like the windowsill part. So I'm not thinking much of it. So he tells me this. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I had left work and it was pouring down raining that day. Now keep in mind, y'all remember this because this is gonna play a major part. He said whoever broke in there had cut themselves and there was blood on my windowsill. So I left work. I left work. It was pouring down raining. I came home and I come in and like the window was broke. It was like dry blood on the thing and all that. Now, not to mind you, in my house, this I had just bought an electric scooter 1700. Man, I probably had like $1,000 worth of Jordans, freaking a pistol in the house, 2500 in cash. Uh, I didn't re up yet. That was the good thing. I ain't have nothing in there. So, bro, it was like probably at this time, it was probably like just in the house, like probably $10,000 to $15,000 worth of stuff just in there laying around. So I come home, I instantly go to my things, my stash, check my money. All the money's there. I check for my gun, my gun's there. That's when I start looking on at all the material stuff, all the shoes there, everything's there. So I'm like, what the hell did they come in here for then? So now me, I'm the type I know everything in my house, bro. I'm talking about down to the single inch. I know everything. So I go to my freezer. You won't believe what was missing out of this whole ordeal. What was missing? Bro took two cigarettes out of my freezer, bro. Out of all this stuff, it was this when I was smoking cigarettes. I don't smoke now. None of that. But at the time I was smoking cigarettes. Bro, it was cigarettes going out of my freezer. That was the only thing going out of all this stuff in my house. That's all this food took was like two cigarettes out of the freezer. So I'm even more mad now just because of that. Like, man, I would have been happy if you took some. You feel me? So, like, bam, I go outside. I'm standing outside. So I light a cigarette. I'm standing outside smoking. So the neighbor upstairs, it was like this a dude and a white chick that stayed over me. So I'm standing outside just smoking. So she comes outside. Hey, I heard what happened. I heard what happened. I'm like, yeah. She like, I know who did it, but I don't want to say nothing. So I like instantly, my like Scooby Dooby Doo. Man, I looked up at this chick like, what? So yeah, so I'm like, yo, you better tell me who the fuck. I mean, let me take that out. You better tell me who did it, or I'm gonna think you had something to do with it. So she tells me, she was like, okay, I'm gonna tell you. She said it was the guy that you be hanging around with, the guy you be hanging with every day. And now to mind you, I had this little crip homie I used to hang with all the time, bro. This is the first time I ever really hung around crip like that, because this one I was still like on my little blood stuff, and I was kind of like sketchy. But the crazy thing is, the first guys I met out here was Crips. Like my best friends I first met out here was Crips. So this dude, he was a Crip. So I'm like, bro, I used to look out for this guy. I'm talking about get his food money, get his food clothes. I was selling clothes. I used to get him all the clothes that fit him that I didn't sell. And I used to get his food weed, nigga, give him money to go out with on the weekend when I ain't around. Like, bro, I used to take care of this dude, man. And so she tells me that, and not to mind you, he stayed in the same apartment complex. So I'm like, what? So I went and got my pistol, I put it in my back pocket, and I walk over there. So I go over there. I'm like, so his sister, this still fresh, so nobody knows what's going on. So when I walk over there, his sister comes out, and this when I was on the Muslim stuff, like my Muslim name was Amin, all that. Da, da, da. So she come, hey Amin, what you want me to go get Figgy? I'm like, yeah, go get him. And she was like, oh, okay, I'll go get him. So she runs in the house, and she was in there for a minute. I'm like, this nigga must be running down on what done happened. So it took him a little minute to come out. So he comes out, walking all slow, looking all pitiful. So I look at him. Soon as I look at him, the first thing I notice, soon as I look at this dude got cuts all over his face. Now I told y'all to keep that in mind. They said whoever broke in there cut themselves. This fool faced all scratched up. Right then, instantly, I knew he did it. So I asked him, but I still wanted to see what he gonna say because I'm fired up. So I'm like, bro, you broke in my house today. And he like he was saying it slow, like, man, no. By the time this fool got out, no, I just hit this fool. He fell in the doorway, boom. Got back up, bang, I hit him again. Fool fall. Gets back up and he runs. So he start like running towards his room, and I hang around him. I know this fool got like a 12 gauge shotgun in his room. So he's like going to the room. So I just whipped the pistol like nigga, wait, like where you going at? Da, 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 da. So he freezes up. Like I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going to get nothing. I'm like, nigga, you better not gonna be going to get that gun. You feel me? So we get into a big thing, and that was it, man. It was just crazy, like it was a lot of shady stuff going on when I first got here, man. When I was hustling, and man, fools was break. I never got robbed, but fools would try to break in your house. And not to mind you, this is the home of. They say this the capital of home invasions, like Tucson, Phoenix, all that. This is like the home invasion capital. So it's like, well, it was the home invasion capital back then. When I first came out here in 2010, they used to say that on the news. I don't know about now because these fools wild everywhere now, but back then that's what they said on the news. So yeah, but that's what happened, man. We got into it, and then his like sister boyfriend comes out. We get into a big argument, and man, it was crazy. But long story short, yeah, fool broke in my house, man. This was my A1 dog, man, and he broke in my house and didn't even take nothing. I mean, I don't know if he felt guilty when he got in there or what, but yeah, that's what happened, man. And that's just my story. Oh, and I got another story. The white girl that told me upstairs, this fool tried to break in my house years later after that. I'm gonna give y'all that story next. Matter of fact, that's gonna be the next story. This is now this this is the craziest story, bro. When I first came here, I used to stay going at it with these fools. I'm talking about shootouts, fights, all type of stuff, bro. I used to stay going at it out here. But it's chill now, and yeah, I used to stay in something out here when like the first few years, oh my God, but I was wide open, 100 miles of running out here. So yeah, but that's it. And like I said, I'm gonna share that next one with y'all with my upstairs neighbor try to break in there, and I'm gonna share that with y'all. And That's it. Y'all have a good day, man. Top of the morning. Have a good day. Y'all be safe out there, man. And if I don't hear from y'all again, man, it's all love, you know? It's all love. Just like my little community, you know, this where I've been at, where I let stuff out at. It's tough, bro, being out here with no family. When you ain't got no family, you feel me? And it just gets a little tough, but it is what it is. I'm built for this. You know, I'm built for this. I'm a strong individual. But yeah, y'all have a good day, man. Be safe out there. And maybe I might do the story later on today, or it's definitely going to be tomorrow. But for sure tomorrow. But depending on how I feel, I might do it today. So God bless y'all. Have a good day. Take care.